Hello to all of my Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it, Aquarius. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say as we prepare for this full moon in Aquarius on the 1st of August. On the 1st of August, currently we have 4 planets that are retrograde: Venus, Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn. Saturn is your other ruling planet, Aquarius. So as we're moving from one phase to the next right now, if you're watching this video on Sunday, the moon is in Capricorn, so you may be feeling a little bit more ambitious, focused, and practical. Capricorn is a divine feminine sign, so you may be thinking about your next ambitious move. You may be like laser focused, right? Or feeling very practical. How am I going to put this into play, right? Which is great. So that's what I want you to get excited about, always landing on the bright side of the moon. Remember when your fear, which could be, like I said, tempting you to say something negative. When I say that, I'm talking about your demons, right? That fear, doubt, uncertainty about your own future, those cracks wide open, and you're speaking it and you're saying those things and putting those things out into the universe, Aquarius, you're leaving yourselves wide open for things that could cause you to have not have the best life here on earth, right? And that's what you're trying to move towards, having the absolute best life here on earth as we move towards this full moon in Aquarius, which we're already feeling the effects of it, right? As we are in that moon in Aquarius, that full moon in Aquarius, you're feeling a lot more experimental, rebellious, and intellectual, saying, you know what, I'm going to step out there and take a leap of faith. I know everybody else may be saying that this is not working for them, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this, right? I will do this, right? So somebody's solar plexus chakras are in alignment, right? So let's do it. Let's see what your cards have to say, Aquarius. There we go. First card out of the deck, celebration. That's right. Somebody's celebrating. Somebody feels like a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, Aquarius. And that huge weight, let's keep going before we get into the whole story. Here we have the 4 of Cups. So you got 4 here twice. That number 4 is connected to the earth. 4 is the earth number, right? Here we also have the 5 of Pentacles. Here we have the Knight of Cups. And this is exactly what I was talking about before I laid the cards down. The 2 of Cups. And then also the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So lots of emotion, lots of emotion, lots of emotion. So it looks like to me, Aquarius, so in one area of your life, you removed something from your life, a huge responsibility that was burning you out. Something that was emotionally draining for you, unclear, uncertain. You felt like people were leaving you out of things and you weren't really sure, or people were talking trash about you or trying to affect your money in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And all of those things could have been true, right? But source is saying once you delivered yourself from the torment of thinking about it, you all are thinkers by default. You all are the smartest sign in the zodiac. You all are thinkers. All air signs are thinkers. Let me remind you of something, Aquarius, and just how powerful you really are. First of all, don't forget to set your intentions. Every day, set your intentions. I used to start my readings out, and I'm going to go back to that. Today is a great day because that is the intention that I set, right? I think I even have T-shirts, below in the section where we're selling T-shirts that says set your intention. The bottom line for you all, Aquarius, is that now that you've released something and now that you have room for it, don't forget to toss things into a fire bowl or in a safe space where you can burn things. You just want to say thank you, Source. That and speak life into it. Thank you that this is no longer my responsibility. I wish everyone the best and I'm moving forward from here, right? Again, you're closing out cycles in love. We're moving from one phase to the next. We're moving into the most celebrated moon phase, which is the full moon phase. Fully illuminated emotions, feelings, subconscious habits, moods, need for nurturing, all of those things. That's another reason why somebody is feeling more ambitious and focused and practical in this moon in Capricorn as we're moving towards this full moon in Aquarius. And remember, it's a sturgeon moon, right? And as I reminded everybody before, a sturgeon moon is referring to when the fish was most abundant to be caught in the Great Lakes. So not only are you feeling practical, ambitious, and focused, you're also feeling experimental. So those creative ideas that you've been having about the businesses that you want to start and, doing something that no one else has ever done. Remember, you all are also innovators, Aquarius, right? So you all are innovative, a very innovative sign, and you're also intellectual, and that rebellious side of you. That's Uranus, the planet Uranus, right? That's the planet of freedom, liberation, and so somebody feels liberated. So you feel liberated because you released some things that was really weighing you down, heavy, unclear, about what was going on. You feeling left out of some things, those kind of things. And so, and it could have caused some emotional wounding, right? So source is saying to you, remember, you're also celebrating these planets that are retrograde. Retrograde is actually a really good thing. It's not a bad thing at all, because planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace. It gives us an opportunity to slow down, right? So if you know that Venus is retrograde, if you know that Venus is retrograde, then you're saying, okay, I'm thinking about my life here on earth. How can I create room for a life that I absolutely love and a life that I'm pleased with, right? So those are things you want to think about, right? Pluto is retrograde. Pluto is the planet of power and transformation. It's also / death rebirth planet. So Pluto is that planet that comes through and shakes things up. So as source is allowing Pluto to bring all of the unhealthy, wounded emotions from your childhood, ancestral, and family traumas to the surface, I have an opportunity to close out those cycles. I have an opportunity to purge those. Get excited about it. Get excited about it, Aquarius. Neptune is retrograde. Neptune is the planet of imagination and transcendence. So I'm not imagining things that's in the past, right? I'm not imagining certain things. I'm not imagining that I was but I'm using this right here. I'm not imagining that I felt left out of some things. I'm not imagining certain things, but instead of me sitting on that, I'm releasing it. And instead of me sitting on this emotion, this is feminine energy and this is masculine energy, instead of me letting that sit in my emotions, our bodies are made up of 75% water. That's a lot, right? And water are our emotions. And instead of me letting that sit in my emotions, and I don't even realize I have the key to my own vault, I'm celebrating. I'm releasing something else on the other side of my universe that was a part of my universe. I'm releasing that in love. I'm tossing that into a burning bowl so I can look up and go, woo, there's my key right there. I've been this close to opening up my vault door. Ta-da! I'm getting ready to walk through my vault door. So source is saying somebody has poured out a lot of emotion, towards some things. And so, matter of fact, when you decide, hey, I'm releasing one thing, right, or two things in this, two energies in this case right here, source is saying, when you start having dreams, for instance, somebody could be having dreams about a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or you could have that somewhere in your chart. And those dreams coming through, because there's a lot of energies that are now seeing your value, Aquarius. And so, but had you held on to, oh, I'm left out of something not coming fast enough, my money is being disrupted in some way, shape, form, or fashion, when source has been telling you for a really long time to release two energies in your life, and you just holding on because you're a fixed sign and you're a humanitarian. Maybe if I work it this way, maybe if I try this, maybe if I try that. No, maybe if you just go with the flow of water and recognize that holding on sometimes to things is overwhelming. That's where this full moon and the sturgeon moon comes in, because as we get closer and closer to that, and like I mentioned before, it's referring to when fish was abundant to be caught in the Great Lakes. When you think about water, you're thinking about emotions, right? All of this is water, right? And so it doesn't have to be tricky when you start thinking. This is why I talk about listening to water sounds as you sleep at night, because you're flushing those things out. It's like, okay, I tossed this into a burning bowl. I flushed it down the toilet. I got it out of my house, or I put it in a bag and I released it, or I rinsed those ashes down the drain, right? That water is flushing. The sound of the water is flushing out those toxins, even in your spirit, right? So it's just like that flow, that river flow, that lake is being dumped from one place and is being dumped out of your universe. So source is saying to you, have compassion for the energies that you have to leave behind, right? Know that soulmate energy is trying to come across your path. Soulmate energy can literally just be a really good friend. But you got to first and foremost know what nurtures your spirit. But also in the middle of all of this, you could be having dreams about people from the past who want to resurface in your life, that's seeing you as a soulmate. Like, wow, I went out there in the world, I've done all of these things, when they were highly manipulative and lying, and some of your exes were cheating and all kinds of stuff, and now all of a sudden they want to come back into your life. You don't even need to sit around thinking about it. Do the same thing you did to release before. Cleanse by fire, right? Toss it into a burning bowl, release it in love. I wish them the best. There's no way I'm letting anything come back into my life. I'm not holding any grudges towards them or against them or whatever. I'm moving on with my life. I'm making room for new. Now that I don't have the responsibility of something else in my life, or two energies in my life, or at least letting it burn me out, I can move on from this. So see how this works, Aquarius? That's right. Set those intentions. Remember to ask yourself, I want you all to ask yourselves these questions every day. Am I the energy I desire to attract? Am I the energy I desire to attract? Am I a worrywart and I'm attracting that type of energy? Am I attracting lack? Are you the energy you desire to attract? Right? So ask yourselves that every single day. Am I the energy once you set your intentions before you get out of that bed, today's a great day, because that's the intention that I set. That's the power that we have, Aquarius. So yes. But am I the energy I desire to attract? When I go to the store, am I the energy I desire to attract? Did I hold the door open to people, for people that's coming behind me? Or am I just too checked out because I'm worried about somebody leaving me out of something, and I feel like, okay, where's my money? My money is being held up. Am I the energy I desire to attract? Or do you slow down and say, well, let me make sure when I walk through this portal, I'm gracious enough to possibly hold the door behind me. When I walk through that portal, am I speaking to people? Am I making eye contact? I'm training myself. I'm disciplining myself how to be in receiving mode, right? Not just complain about, I'm such a giver and no, everybody takes from me and nobody gives back to me. You just spoke that into existence. Nobody is going to get to you. You just said it. Two of Swords. Here we have the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Here we go. Breakthrough. Breakthrough often feels like breakdowns, Aquarius. They do. They often feel like breakdown. Here we have the Ace of Swords. You got to ask yourselves, when you step through that vault door, since we're talking about you're right here at this vault door, when you step through it, Aquarius, what was my motive? Why didn't I want to see certain things? What was it? This is heart chakra right here. Why was my heart so conflicted? Why didn't I want to believe certain things? Right? So now you're in acceptance mode. I accept it for what it is. It's not my duty and responsibility anymore. Maybe you were holding on too tight to something, right? And so Source is saying to you, that's where your breakthrough is coming in. When you accept that change in love. Hopefully that makes sense. Happy Motivational Monday. Let's make August an amazing month. The beginning of many amazing months where you are speaking exactly what you want into existence, Aquarius. I'm about to start a mentoring program. A lot of people have been asking me, do you mentor? And I do have a few mentees, but I'm getting ready to open up space. So I'll officially announce it. But take the blindfolds off. There's so many blessings coming your way, Aquarius. It's really not even funny. So Source is saying, just get your rest. Get your rest. Every day you wake up, I don't care when you look around in 3D and you look around and say, I wish something was better. Start speaking it into existence and get up and make it happen, Aquarius. King of ideas. You have tons of ideas. That's why somebody is about to come into something where you're either opening up, you're either some kind of a partnership with some. It's like you release two energies from your life, but this is where breakthrough is coming in. That's why you're so close to opening up your vault door. So if you've been thinking about certain people lately and you've been saying, I wonder if I can go into business with them. I wonder if we can do something together, whatever the case may be. This is where you're experimenting. This is where that intellect is kicked into high gear. This is where the rebellious person that says before, I'm not sure if I can do this, is saying, you know what? Yes, I can. I am going to do it. Because somebody may be going into business with somebody or celebrating outside of a building or some kind of new structure or whatever the case may be. Source is saying, go for it. Because the things that you sailed away from, the things that you were disappointed in, you've already said, I forgive them. I forgive myself for taking so long, sitting in front of this vault door for so long, scared, nervous, confused. messing up my own money, literally pouring my own money down the drain. And so I see somebody moving on from that. That's where the breakthrough is going to come in, because somebody's in acceptance mode. Here we also have the King of Cups. This is your wisdom. See, now we got the King and Queen of Cups, right? You learn how to save yourself with the Knight of Cups. You weren't waiting for somebody else to come save you, right? Even though somebody else could have, like I said, soulmate energy could have poured fresh water into, it's like, it's going to be all right. Everything is going to be okay. It's okay to release, it's okay to release anything that is causing you that much mental fog. Whatever it is, doesn't matter who or whatever it is, whatever was causing you that much mental fog. So yes, somebody's right here at their vault door, opening up the vault door. So kudos and congratulations to you all, Aquarius. Like I mentioned in your previous reading, there's nobody that can send that energy out into your universe and disrupt you unless there's some kind of crack in your universe, like some kind of crack in your foundation where you're speaking lack into your own life. Right? So there's been definitely a lot of manipulation that has happened here, but that same level of creativity that somebody using is going to make somebody a lot of money. Ace of Swords, breakthrough again, double breakthrough. We have the High Priest, we have the Princess of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles. There we go, 10 of Pentacles, and also Temptations. That's right. So you went from 5 of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, Aquarius, it's double. Just like I said in my previous reading, it's double. That's right, because here we have double breakthrough. Where's the card? Yep, Ace of Swords. And it felt like a double breakdown, but it's actually a double breakthrough. So every single day, discipline yourselves. Here we have the Temptations card right here, and also the High Priest card right here. So somebody has an innate spiritual understanding of exactly what's going on and why people are the way that they are, right? So, but again, that's out of your universe now. Everything outside of your universe, it doesn't make you less compassionate, because you're only focusing on what's in your universe, right? So here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody been working real hard, like sweating hard. Here we also have the Princess of Cups, right? So somebody may be going, on a trip somewhere, and just kind of relaxing, just recharging, getting all that water, fresh water, the vibration of the sound of the water back into that ear gate, and your eye gate. Just seeing it, like, in other words, somebody's getting refocused is what I'm seeing for you all. So kudos and congratulations to you all, Aquarius. Like I said before, we got a lot of water out here. So there's been a lot of manipulation all the way around. And sometimes it needs that one last burn. Whereas before you would have gotten hot-headed and gone off and said something. This one last burn for you is like, you know what? That's what I needed. Maybe I was an overgiver or an over-nurturer of sorts. I was overdoing something, right? And so instead of me being hot-headed, I'm just swinging into action. That's it. Not saying anything, I'm just swinging into action, because you got to remember something, that sometimes people are, remember when we're talking about these planetary alignments, like for instance, your sun sign is your creative life force and your purpose, the reason why you're here on earth. Everybody comes to earth for a mission, and that's what Aquarius shows everybody, is that we're all here on earth. We have a mission that's far larger than we think, right? We're here with a bigger purpose and a responsibility to use our gifts and talents as a contribution to our community or our society at large, right? But let's say, for instance, somebody's moon sign, their need to be fed could be all about money, right? And so, and if they're fixed energy on that, they're fixated on that. They're fixated on the things that is going to get them through a vault door, even if it means compromising you, right? Once you accept that, Aquarius, I'm serious. Once you accept that some people will do anything for cash and for coins, for that you all are not on the same, you're not on the same frequency, you're not on the same currency, right? Once you accept that, that's right there. I can't even say it's half the battle. That's it. You've cracked the code. Once I accept this is what it is, and that I don't have to keep that in my universe, and I can move on from that thing, I can release it and release it in love. I haven't lost out on time. I haven't lost out on resources. I haven't lost out on any of those things. Why? Because you have fire ideas. You have fire ideas, and money is just energy, right? And so you're moving from 5 of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles, and you did it with your blood, sweat, and tears. did it with your blood, sweat, and tears. We're coming up on the first of the month, which is the first full moon in August. Remember, we have 2 full moons in August. That number one is dignified, it's straightforward. It has a penetrating sense of direction. 1 is a vibration that represents the masculine aspect of our human experience. When you think about the number ones are also affectionate with those that they love and trust, but not keen on having an immediate familiarity with people that they just met. So it's not like a person who just, because you all are the friendliest sign and the smartest sign in the zodiac, this is where you're learning how to stop yourselves from just overdoing it when you're moving into situations, right? You're setting some very clear guidelines. Here we have the 2 of Swords again. We also have the 3 of Wands. We also have the 6 of Swords, the Hierophant. We have the 6 of Cups, right? So here we have the Hierophant card, came out twice, right? We also have the 6 of Cups. Source really wants somebody to move on in childlike faith. This has really been an uphill climb for somebody. Like I said, where was the card? Right here. 6 of Swords came out twice. You're moving on in love. You're understanding, okay, this is you've dealt with some energies that are just kind of, they would literally have to have a tower moment where they're just in a space. Sometimes that looks like, a tower moment can look like anything for people, but for you, because you've seen it and you've accepted a reality of something, you have concrete proof and just your experience with energies that, hey, I just accept that's just who they are. I don't have to see it 99 more times. I just accept that's just who they are. Even with your disappointment, Source is saying still move on in childlike faith, right? That's what's opening up somebody's vault door. That's what's a game changer for somebody. That's what's opening up your vault door. So much expansion around your Aquarius is really not even funny. So this is where you take a leap of faith. So if you're feeling a little froggy, jump. If you really, I'm talking about it in a good way though, Aquarius. If you're feeling like, you know what, I've been holding on to something and trying to hope something was different. Something was going to be different. Let me give somebody an example, right? Since we're talking about legacy here. And usually we're talking about legacy, we're talking about family, right? So could it be, Aquarius, and I this is just the invoked thought, could it be that there are members of your family, whether they're your adult children, whether it's a sister, a brother, a cousin, or whomever, that is just the way that they are. That's just how they are wired, which can be so significantly different from how you're wired. You're trying to hold on and over nurture, and all of this over nurturing is people are looking at you like, I cannot believe Aquarius is overdoing this. Okay, now I'm gonna rub my hands together and start manipulating them, start telling them what they want to hear. Source is like, but once you accept that you may have been manipulated, right, by someone that you love deeply, Source is saying to you, this is why some of your exes want to return, because they were hoping that you are the same person that would give them chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. So for somebody, it had to come to you from some people that were closest to you, for you to understand how that whole, like you recognize now the feeling of it, and you've accepted it. Blindfolds are off. Blindfolds are off. Where do we see? We had this twice. Yeah. Blindfolds are off. Somebody just accepted something. Yeah, it's just the way that it is. It can, this is your Monday motivational reading, which is an extension of Sunday's reading, so I don't want to go too deep, into this. But like I said, you all get the message. You're right here at your vault door. So start thanking Source in advance. That there's some energies that won't go through that vault door with you. Here we have the 3 of Wands. And so this is about expansion. Expansion. That's what I'm saying. Somebody is so excited. Here we have the Page of Swords. So your anxiety won't be lasting too much longer. If you're feeling a little anxious, matter of fact, it could be a mixture of, okay, I'm closing out this month, leaving some things behind permanently because I already see what it is. I already accepted that. And now I'm moving forward. So that's where the excitement for somebody is coming. It's like, okay, well, never thought I'd be able to, move on from certain energies, but here we are. Woohoo, here we come. August, here we come. I'm not dealing. Remember when we talked about this sturgeon moon, and I mentioned this before, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I appreciate all of you. Even people who just stopped by, I appreciate it all, right? Just to view the video, I appreciate it all. Sincerely appreciate it all. That when you think about that moon in the sturgeon moon and talking about fish and Great Lakes and things like that, the symbol for the fish is the symbol for Pisces, excuse me, is two fish tied together swimming in opposite directions. And so it represents like floating between dimensions, right? Almost to a point of escapism. If you feel that overwhelmed, you don't want to believe the truth about certain things, right? But once you got that to the point of accepting it, like accepting that this is what it is, and now I understand why it is the way that it is, okay, I can move on from that thing now, right? I can move on. I don't have to talk negatively about it because, again, I'm not putting negative energy out into the universe. I understand, understand, and overstand what is happening here. And so you're moving on. Here we have the Seven of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the World card, the Justice card, and the Eight of Pentacles. Justice is in your favor. Source is saying it's okay to release them. It's okay to release them. Release them in love, right? Because here we go, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's about to live a finer life, right? You're closing out cycles again in love. Closing out cycles in love. So what I'm saying here for somebody is literally somebody sitting down writing a letter. But you're writing a letter to Source. Dear God, you know, this has been whatever a challenge for me for quite some time. I didn't want to believe certain things. I thought that I could, you know, impact in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I thought, you know, and all of that being burned out and all of that. Source is saying somebody has come through a long and arduous journey, right? And at some point, it made you sick to your stomach. I can see somebody kind of like, why am I waking up with a stomach ache? Why is something just making me sick to the core? Right? And so those things that make you sick, what are you trying to do? You're trying to heal from those things, right? It takes some time for your body to rest. That's why, where's the card right here? Mummy like sleep. Source is like, you're about to get mummy like sleep. You're releasing things. So all the back and forth, you know, I'm going to cut energies off. I'm just going to release it. I'm moving on from that job. You know, I'm not staying here and dealing with that anymore. The back and forth, the fear, the doubt, all of those, feeling emotionally wounded. And I'm just looking for a reason to stay on this job. I'm looking for a reason to stay connected to certain energies. And I know that they're manipulating me. And I know that they're laughing and joking. And then my pride gets in the middle of all of that, and I'm saying, no, I'm hanging in. All of that. Source is like, just accept it and move on, right? Because it brought out the lowest frequency for somebody, like the lowest possible thoughts about energies, right? Everybody is going to be fine. Here we have the Nine of Wands, and then also the Three of Cups. I do see somebody in a posture of gratitude. That's what I'm seeing for you all, Aquarius. I see you in a posture of gratitude. So kudos and congratulations to you all for finally saying, hey, I'm not holding on to anything. It's my time, right? It is my time to live my absolute best life. Aquarius, I see you. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Let's get ready to close this out. Again, happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you all. And let's do it. Let's get ready to close it out. Let's bring out the cards. These last cards, right? All right, Aquarius. Very nice. Here we have the six of spades, the Queen of Hearts. We have the Six of some kind of an approval is coming through for somebody. We also have the Joker of Diamonds. We have the Six of Diamonds, Joker of Diamonds, the Eight of Clubs, and also the Joker of Clubs. So things are about to happen for you real fast. Some kind of an approval is coming through, and the approval could be like going into business with somebody, or with approval is really coming from God. Let's just say this, because the money is not coming from human, it's coming from Source, right? Most High God. And so Source is saying, you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn, that time is money, and you won't be foolish with your time. The joke is not on you, Aquarius, at all, right? Source is saying you learned that time is money. And so you moving into any kind of a partnership or home purchase or anything like that. See, I got to remind somebody too, because somebody is purchasing a property as well, whether it's a business property or if it's a home that you're going to live in, right? So Mercury is about to go pre-shadow retrograde, right? And you've heard people say, don't sign contracts during Mercury retrograde and all of that, right? Mercury also is connected to it's the messenger planet. It's also the communication planet, but it also affects travel and information technology, right? So look at it this way. So we're talking about how these messages are traveling. So a lot of people, if Mercury, remember, planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace. I want you all to look at this logically, right? I know you all are the smartest sign in the zodiac and somebody's going to get it. Are the planes, trains, and buses stopping during Mercury retrograde? No, right? When Mercury is in retrograde, source is saying you slow down and double check that paperwork. If you're going into business with somebody, you slow down and think about it. Okay, God, is there anything that I'm missing that I want to make sure that I don't, in haste, I'm so excited about getting to the light side of the moon, this moon in Aquarius. I'm so excited about this month of August, right, which is the 8th month, right? The number 8 is the money exchange number. And speaking of the number 8, some of the energies that some people left behind, I'm telling you, when you accept that some people's number 8 is so out of alignment and they'll do anything for money, it's going to start making sense to somebody, right? So when the number 8 is aligned, you have a clear vision for how you want your life to look, but you also have a good, that's the top window, but you also have a good product and service. That's when the 8 is flipped to the side, whether it's left or right, it creates an infinite amount of resources, right? And so source is saying to you, the people that you're leaving behind, their energy is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. So, and it succumbs to a passive and powerless behavior. That's why some people were able to be manipulate you for so long, because all they can see is, I'll tell Aquarius whatever I want as long as I'm getting the money, right? Whereas on another hand, you could have dealt with people who are bullying energies, right? So I'm a bully Aquarius out of the money, right? Those sometimes seem more obvious. But when a person is saying to you, Aquarius, you're the only person that's ever supported me, you're the only person that's ever done it, and you reaching in your wallet, they get what they need to get, and you still never get what you need to get. You're still outside the vault door with your, with your head hung low, saying, well, somebody must be affecting my money, somebody must be doing. You're the person that's blocking your own vault door, Aquarius. So look at your entire universe. If you are, but make August the beginning of a clear vision. Everybody has gifts and talents. You have goods, product, and services, and you're creating an infinite amount of resources with that, building them on relationships with other human beings, right? So here we have the 6 of Spades. Somebody, like I said before, source is saying it's been an uphill battle and a climb for somebody, but the ship has sailed. You decided to move on from something, and a lot of it is the thinking, the disappointment in it, and thinking that if I stay here in these deep emotions, people are going to see how much their words and their actions hurt me. Source is saying you have accepted that that's just how people are, and I need to move on from that, right? So we also have the Joker and also the 8 of Clubs. This is going to be a quick progression of things. And so somebody's going to feel like, okay, well, I have all of these fire ideas. Okay, God, how do I put all these fire ideas in place? This is you landing on the bright side of the moon. Because remember, the ship has already sailed. You've already tossed names into a burning bowl, released it in love, wished them the best. And now it's outside of your universe. Bam. So we also have the Queen of Hearts. So somebody, again, you have deep level of compassion. See, when you know where people came from and the conditioning in them, and you start, first people say things like, it goes through many phases and cycles. Sometimes you're like, oh, they just like I can see why my ex are the way that they are. Look how they were raised. When I got the chance to know their family, all of that out the window. Because you're still in that, I can't believe this, I haven't accepted this phase, so let me see if I can go in here and fix this, right? That's you being a humanitarian. But when you get to the place of acceptance, I'm telling you, Aquarius, once you accept a truth about something and you can wrap your head around it, you can move on. Make sure you are asking yourselves every single day, am I the energy I desire to attract? Am I the energy I desire to attract? Because somebody has attracted a lot of manipulation. But in that manipulation, the reason why some people can't completely detach from you, Aquarius, is because they know that creativity is creating a major legacy for you. There's a lot of money tied to somebody's legacy. We have the Joker of Diamonds, the 10 of Diamonds again. We also have the Ace of Diamonds. We have the King of Clubs. We also have the Joker of Spades, and also the eight of Hearts. So source is saying to you again, Aquarius, You know, you don't have to, if you're overthinking this, it's self-sabotage. Just do it. Just do it. Like the Nike slogan, just do it, right? We also have the King of Clubs here. So this is a person who, like I said, fire ideas, you know, about things. We also have the Joker of Diamonds. Somebody is saying, I won't be foolish with my time ever again. I'm telling you, somebody is coming out of here like beauty for ashes. Like, you know, Phoenix rising. Somebody's like, I've tossed all of that stuff into a burning bowl and I'm moving on. Here we have double legacy for you. Double legacy for you. So that could be two businesses that are wildly successful. So it is possible for you to be known for several things, right? Like, for instance, if you all saw the movie Air with like Michael Jordan, that movie with like Michael Jordan, not only was he known for, and he's an Aquarius, by the way, known for an amazing basketball career, but he's also known for this legacy of shoes that almost everybody on the planet is wearing Jordans, right? Then you got George Foreman, also a boxer. I don't know what his zodiac sign is. I'm gonna have to look it up. But he was known for boxing, his boxing career, and then he was known for his grills, right? A lot of you are known for more than just that first thing that you did. A lot of you all are known for other things. And that's what Source is saying to you, double legacy. So Source is saying to you, and you got it out of the mud. Nobody handed it to you. You worked hard to get through that vault door. Here we also have the Joker of Spades, right? So somebody says, I'll never be foolish with my heart again. If it's right in my face, I'm going to give it a certain number of times to see it before I say, okay, let me make a determination and move on from something. Make sense, Aquarius? That's right. That's what's opening up your vault door, and that's where you're going to see that double legacy. Somebody's going to be known powerfully for two things that's going to go down in history. I think there was a video I recorded a couple of years that said your name will go down in history, Aquarius, and it's happening right now. It's already happening. It's already happening. And we're not talking about infamous either. So expect powerful change. Expect powerful change. Powerful, powerful, powerful change, Aquarius. That's right. This is somebody eclipse. Remember, we had a lunar and solar eclipse a couple of months ago, and that's where it started for somebody. Somebody was like, this is taking me out of alignment emotionally. But again, when you're dealing with the fact that you all are air signs, and that's connected to the heart chakra, the element of air is connected to the heart chakra. Your heart was absolutely in the right place, Aquarius. But remember, sometimes you can over nurture and over give to a point where people can't even believe that you're still giving in. And so when they do something after you've said to them that it makes you feel uncomfortable, or if you said stop to them and you feel like, okay, I felt like my words were effective, and they do it again, then you realize, okay, you know what, I'm not going to get hot-headed about it anymore. This is my universe. I can just start the process of just releasing. And that's what I'm seeing for somebody. Somebody just decided I'm going to release. So here we have right action. So let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. That's right. So when I say that somebody feels like a huge weight has been lifted off of their shoulders, that is an understatement, Aquarius. That's a major understatement. Let me make sure we got everything here. So we got right action. I know I have some other, there's the other cards. Okay. Right, these were the cards I was looking for too. All right, so yeah, Aquarius, this is I'm telling you, make a bold declaration. Just start thanking Source in advance. And and ask yourself, am I the energy I desire to attract? Are you in a good mood? Are you pacing yourselves? Are you learning how to balance out that divine masculine to the divine feminine? Are you over giving after Source has shown you time and time and time again that somebody is on a different agenda? Have you accepted that, Aquarius? Connect with your ancestors. That's right, 14. 1 + 4 is 5. It's a pivotal point in somebody's life. When I tell you that somebody is moving forward, that's what I'm saying. You're marching to the beat of your own drum, Aquarius. That's why I'm telling you, there's some energies that want back into your life, Aquarius, because they're thinking, okay, wow. They could be seeing through you. They could be seeing through your kids. If you don't have kids, they could be hearing through people that's talking about you. That, wow, those very things that could have destroyed Aquarius didn't destroy Aquarius. They're actually doing better. Here we have self-worship. There we have 37. 10, 3 and 7 is 10. Right? 10 is the number of instant manifestation, Aquarius. It's the number of instant manifestation. So my hands fold as I speak. Anybody know about mirror magic? Right? You know, it's how you speak to yourself through that portal. That portal is the mirror, right? So source is saying, how do you speak to yourself? Are you worthy, right? Am I the energy I desire to attract? Somebody is speaking this in the mirror, right? Am I speaking lovingly to myself? Or am I, you know, I sure wish I could lose such and such amount of pounds. Okay, so what's stopping you from doing it? Are you seeing yourself? You see somebody, here we have, my hands fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. It's in stillness that I find that I am and all of divinity within me. That's right, that number 37. 37, when you see the number 37, right, and some of you all may now notice the number 37, not only does 3 plus 7 equal 10, which is the number of instant manifestation. So as you're looking at yourself in your mirror and you are speaking things into existence, I see myself opening up my vault door. I see it through my own reflection that I've opened up that vault door, that I've released things that were energetically draining me. I see all of this creativity in myself, right? Some of you all are singers, some of you all have books in you, some of you all are making candles, some of you all are creating face creams and all kinds of stuff. I see that creativity, you know, so that's where I've seen for somebody. But that number 37 means that you're sensitive and private. It means that you tend to have good friendships throughout your life. This vibration can also emphasize love and romance and partnerships in general as are good for you in both business and in your personal life. That's why I saw very early on in here, somebody could be celebrating a business venture with somebody, or you could be entering into a new and exuberant love in your relationship. So whatever it is, you got to see yourself there, right? Start practicing that in the mirror. Because you've already looked in the mirror and said a lot of things that you don't like about yourself, and you spoke those things right into existence. Now start speaking into the mirror the things that you see. What do you see? What do you see, Aquarius? What do you see in your own mirror? What is looking back at you? What is looking back at you? What is looking back at you, Aquarius? Bliss. Affirmations for bliss. I liberate my highest self. My life is full of wonderful surprises. I am free to be me. I express my individuality. I'm grateful for my unique qualities. I see the beauty in the highs and lows of life. I am connected to all that is. I am grateful for silver linings. I'm grateful for silver linings. So if I had to lower the frequency for a minute, somebody was dealing with gold diggers. Somebody was dealing with, but again, if you have to, but like I said before, it's much deeper than that. It's deeper than somebody just being a gold digger. That would satisfy like an immediate, oh, okay, that's what it was. That's what it was. But when you know where it came from, and that's why God kept somebody in that space for so long, because Source needed you to see the root of something. Take it all the way back down to the root of something. That some people will do anything for their security, even if it compromises yours and sacrifices yours, for their stability, even if it compromises yours, for their prosperity, even if it compromises, if you're the sacrifice, for their career success, even if you're the sacrifice, Aquarius. Stop being the sacrificial lamb. Stop being other people's sacrificial lamb, Aquarius. I hope you hear me loud and clear. Just stop today. Just have a good cry somewhere, load up on the water to replenish all of that, but stop being people's sacrificial lamb. If Source has shown you 11 times that no matter who it is, you are the sacrificial lamb, and they will do anything to make sure that they have, even if it compromises you, no matter how many times, then you need to stop. They will do anything to, to stay in your face and become abundant and with your patience, using your patience. So they'll tell you anything you want to hear, as long as they can keep you breadcrumbing you, right? So that you're patient with them. I'm trying. I've been trying. I'm really trying. Nothing else is working out for me. So you feel like, Aquarius, I got to be the savior. I got to be the humanitarian. God is over here saying, no, I keep showing you, they're manipulating you, Aquarius. And you're saying, well, I got to be the savior. Like I feel like somebody's sister has been like that, just kept manipulating somebody, right? Somebody's ex love interest feel like you the same person, this nurturer in you, right? So you could have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as your moon sign. You could be a nurturer, right? Or Cancer, which is the mother of the zodiac. So the bottom line is, Source, once you have an understanding, overstanding, and understanding of things, and you accept that truth, you'll never go back to being that person who is an over nurturer again. You're literally like, okay, this action is speaking louder than the words. Let me take action. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Somebody went all around the mulberry bush to get to this point. But I'm telling you, nothing can stop or block you getting through your vault door. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stop putting all of that energy into somebody's trying to do this and somebody, yeah, they tried. But it hasn't stopped you before. Right? Number 21, I am inspiring. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything that you do, Aquarius, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. So I'm talking to you again. If you've been tuned in, you know I'm talking to you if you have if Aquarius anywhere in your birth chart, even if you're on the cusp of Capricorn or if you're on the cusp of Pisces, I'm talking to you as well. But that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Like I said, make this the beginning of the best months to come of your life, right? Because again, somebody has 2 legacies inside of them, and I'm talking about it's major. There's a lot of money attached to it. So go forth, Aquarius. I'm talking about hashtag winning time, right? That is what I have for you, and I will see you all on Midweek Wednesday. Bye.